They all see that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Upstream, are you with me? Rainbow, color in the city, rushing through me. Downpour, upstream, are you with me? Feel it. Color in the city, rushing through me. Downpour, upstream, are you with me?
I don't use these in any way because I hope we're all doing well. First of all, Merry Christmas to you all. You might get this video probably in January. I would try as much as possible to get it out by December, by the end of December, but possibly on by the 29th of December or maybe the 28th of December, because those are my days off. But your girl, your favorite flight attendant here. If you're new to this channel, my name is Priscilla. Welcome to my next location. I am a new Seattle-based flight attendant working with a major US airline company. I was scheduled right when schedules were released. I was awarded 2 trips actually between the 22nd to the 27th of December. So it's 6 days because I have 2 3-day trips back to back. I do get legal rest in between. What that means essentially is that the trip that I started on the 22nd, which was yesterday because it's now the 23rd right now, midnight, I get released after 11 p.m. On the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day, which is the 25th, I have another 3-day trip on that day as well. So for I start another 3-day trip on that day, but the report time for that trip is I think after 5 p.m. so it's not bad. I don't mind working the holidays. My first layover is 12 hours. The second one is going to be 13 hours. So this is not a long layover trip, so I did not really plan to go out to do anything. I just wanted to share with you all my experience working over the holidays for the first time as a new flight attendant, and just letting you all see the reality of the fact that even though we do get to travel all over the world and work trips that take us all over the world, sometimes it's not always like that. And this is one of those days, or this is one of those moments where your layovers are short, so you barely have enough time to gather yourself, eat, get some good sleep before your next trip. So we're not always at the position where we're traveling internationally or even working long layovers within the domestic routes that we do. Unless you're working for an international airline, for example, that only flies international trips, then typically the layovers are longer. But with us, we do both domestic and international. And during periods like this with my airline, sometimes if you're junior, you don't always get the international trips. Using the term international loosely because in the industry there's a different classification for international trips. But when I say international, I mean like Europe, Asia, Africa, and all that. When you're junior, it's hard to get those, especially at my base. We do Asia and Europe, but then it's hard to get those trips because those go to the most senior people. It's one of those things where this is the reality. Like, I'm here to show you all the reality. It's not always glamorous as people make it seem. And even if you're at a base like mine and you really want to make the job as glamorous as you want, if glamour for you it's going abroad like international, Europe, or Asia, as a junior person you literally have to like work for it. It involves a lot more compared to the senior person who can hold those trips, who will simply just request for it during schedule request time and then they get awarded it. That's one of the ups and downs of the job, honestly, especially being based where I am. But it's base specific, so I'm working over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I have 2 3-day trips back to back. So the first set of 3 that I'm doing now, I'm going to be laying over in Nashville. So essentially I'm doing Seattle to Nashville, layover in Nashville, then I do Nashville to LA tomorrow, and then I do LA back to Nashville, and then lay over in Nashville again, and then the following day I do Nashville back to LA, and then LA to Seattle. So that's for the 22nd to the 24th, Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, which is the next day, I have another 3-day trip that I'll talk about. There's a new flight attendant. I knew I was going to work over the holidays, so it's not out of the ordinary. I also wanted to show you all that even though I'm working during the holidays, I'm not going to like the best layover destinations per se. I just work with whatever I have and make the money as it comes. But I just got to my hotel room, I did my security checks, I checked underneath the beds and everything, making sure nobody's hidden down here. And then I secured their adjoining room with hangers so that I can hear all the ruckus if you're trying to get in my room. But for now, I'm just gonna grab my dinner, go heat it up downstairs.
Upstream, are you with me? Rainbow, caught in the city, rushing through me. Downpour, upstream, are you with me? Feel it.
Y'all, so I am back to Nashville, y'all. I am back to the same hotel. I worked the same flight I did yesterday and today. No, not the same flight. Every time I come here, I get closer to the elevator. Oops. I went to the wrong room, y'all. I went to the wrong room. I am at the wrong room. Not me trying to get into someone's room. That's just not the way. Flight attendants, we can figure out a lot of things, but clearly we can figure out a hotel room. Okay, there we go. We're here. Typically I'll do this with my bag and then just do my walkthrough. As you can see, it's literally like the same room. Like, I have the same room again, same hotel. Some lights in here. If this wasn't a different room number, I would honestly feel like I'm in the same room. Same room. Get some lights going on here. Let me check underneath the beds.
What needs to change? That we could turn back the page and live like our favorite fairy tales.
Hey friends, so yes, we're back again. I literally did 2 flights today, Nashville to LA, LA back to Nashville. I just got in my room. I actually used the microwave downstairs, unlike yesterday where I came upstairs and then went back to use it. This time around I heated my food before coming up because I am in no mood to go back downstairs. Plus, unlike my room yesterday, we've had an adjoining room. I don't have one with this, so I love that. I like the fact that it's just one door, one entryway to this room. That's it. But everything is still the same. I'm just gonna set my stuff down and just eat. Yo, I'm tired. I barely got enough sleep yesterday, so I'm super tired. It's December 24th, Christmas Eve. So yeah, this is a flight attendant working during the holidays. While working today, I hit my head, so I need to really check my scalp to make sure there's like no bruising or anything. But yeah, I need to write that out, honestly.
These are childhood dreams. It's how it used to be. When we were kings and queens in our childhood dreams.
Alright friends, today is go home day. So today I'm doing Nashville to LA, sit for like 3.5 hours, and then I do LA back to Seattle. So see you all when I get home or when I get on the aircraft. Well, I'll see you when I see you, okay?
I am back home. This is the end of a 3-day. I started December 22nd. It's now December 25th. It's literally Christmas Day, y'all. Merry Christmas! I have another trip tonight at 5:39. So your girl is booked and busy. So tired.
Alright friends, it is December 25th. Merry Christmas once again, as I mentioned this morning when I arrived from my other 3-day trip. But Merry Christmas. Your girl is working back to back for 6 days over the holidays. So I got back from my initial 3-day trip this morning and I'm going again for the last part of the 6-day rotation. This is the boring side, uneventful side of the flight attendant life. So for this rotation, I start off today by flying from Seattle to Anchorage, Alaska, and then I deadhead from Anchorage, Alaska back to Seattle. Deadheading is when you fly on company's time and you're getting paid for it. So you're flying as a passenger, but you're essentially getting paid as if you're working the flight. So let's get to work.
Alright friends, so I am on the aircraft, y'all. I have reported to work. I showed up to do my time, okay? But I am here. I haven't gone for our briefing yet, but I'm not working galley. I'm working the 2 right center position. So we are on a 220 aircraft. So this is my second time actually working on this aircraft ever since I started flying. So it's definitely I like it. It's cute. Most people like it because of the cuteness of it and the fact that the capacity is not as much as the other aircrafts that we do have for domestic flight. Like I said, the layovers on this trip or this rotation are short, so I won't be going out to do anything. I do have 15 hours in Anchorage, but we're getting in late, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do anything at all. But Merry Christmas once again.
Low, he abhors
we're still working. So essentially, as I said when I was leaving my house, I did Seattle to Anchorage, Alaska, and then I'm gonna lay over here, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna deadhead from Anchorage, Alaska to Seattle, only to work a flight from Seattle to Orange County, California, and then I would do Orange County, California, lay over at Orange County, and on the go home day I will be doing Orange County, California back to Seattle, Seattle to Ontario, California, and then Ontario, California back to Seattle. It's been okay so far. The flight has such a light load. We only had like 55 people in the main cabin, so it was a cute trip. Nobody was problematic. It was so smooth. Working over the holidays as a new flight attendant hasn't been bad at all. Even on the flights, the trip that I did 3 days ago, or I started 3 days ago, the one that ended on Christmas Eve, it wasn't bad at all. The first trip though was a lot. Like from Seattle to Nashville, y'all, it was too much. It was just too much going on. On day 2 and day 3, which was Nashville to LA back to Nashville, was pretty chill. Light load as well, was very easy. And then on the go home day was the same way too. It was Nashville back to LA and then LA to Seattle. So it's been pretty good. Working over the holidays hasn't been bad at all. Like I said, when you work over the holidays, people are more pleasant, so I do appreciate that. But the vibe has been great. It has not been bad at all. And I didn't even put up my tree this month, so I really did not have any plans for Christmas, so I did not mind working at all. And this is my first time working 2 3-day trips back to back, so it's definitely an experience, y'all. Like I said, I'm always experimenting, trying to figure out what I can do, what works for me, what doesn't. And so far it's been great because of the loads and the amount of work that I've had to do for these trips, so it's not been bad at all. But I don't think moving forward I would do that again. I'll probably do a 3-day trip, a day off, and then a 3-day trip, which is what I will be doing, I believe, in January. I'm gonna unpack, put my food in the refrigerator. There's no microwave in this room, so I need to go look for the microwave, y'all. I'm gonna be on a hunt for a microwave. Got these goodies from our passengers, and I also got a gift card from a pilot. These are my breakfasts. All right, so what makes a good hotel for me? For me, a good hotel is a hotel that has a microwave in my room. It's critical. I'm sorry. It's a non-negotiable item. Okay, let's get it together. It is a non-negotiable item. I need a microwave in my room. The second thing is a refrigerator. So first of all, I put microwave first because I pack ice packs, and if there's no refrigerator, I can get some ice. I have a ice pack bag, reusable ice pack bag that I can refill with ice. So microwave comes first because I need it in my room. I can't go downstairs. I can't go to the 3rd floor. I can't go to the 2nd floor to go look for a microwave. It's too much. Too much is involved. Just put it in my room and I'll be okay. Or make one available so you can bring it to my room. Refrigerator is number 2, and hot water. The hot water must run, y'all, because I've been to some hotels where the hot water runs for like 5 minutes and it stops. I don't need that in my life, y'all. So yeah, I need microwave first, refrigerator number 2, hot water. Gotta have hot water. At this point, I think I might put, well, hot water will be number 3 because I can always get another room, so it's no big deal. You know, it's something I can change. If the hot water's not running, put me somewhere else with hot water. But that's it for me, y'all. I don't, no bed bugs. We don't want no bed bugs on the bed. Like, we want clean sheets, clean towels, because I've been to hotels where the towels were dirty, not washed at all, but folded and prepped like it was ready to go. So we don't want that. But yeah, those are some of the things that I look for a good hotel when I'm working as a flight attendant. The sheets must be, everything I use in the room must be clean for sure. But there needs to be a microwave, number 1, refrigerator number 2, hot water must run number 3. And your girl is good. It doesn't have to be in a good location. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I don't care about none of that. All I need is all these things and I'm good. So yeah, let's go heat up our food. There's no microwave in this room, so I do have to go downstairs for it. But I believe in my tower, it's at level 3, floor 3. So I'm just gonna go heat up my dinner. Oh my god, y'all. So I was so tired yesterday when I got to Orange County, California. I was so exhausted, y'all. I was so tired. I just had dinner and went straight to bed. But today is go home day. Today is the end of a 6 day straight of work. So, and then after this I have 2 days off. And then I start another 3 day, then I have 2 days off again, then I start another 3 day. It's just, I don't know why I stack my trips like this, y'all. But here we are. Today's go home day. I'm currently in Orange County, California. Today I'll be doing Orange County, California to Seattle, and out of Seattle back to Ontario, California, and then I will do Ontario, California back to Seattle, and that's the end of it, period. So I'm hoping that the pilots can take all the shortcuts in the air or the sky so we can make it back to Seattle early, because my release time is scheduled for 9:56 p.m. But I'm hoping we can make it in 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock. Yeah, we can make it happen. Take all the shortcuts we need. But I'm just getting ready to go. I do have breakfast, but I don't feel like eating it because, I don't know, I'm not in the mood. I've not been in the mood to eat early in the morning these days. So it's not early in the morning, but it's early for me because I just woke up, essentially showered and did all of that. But yeah, here we are. It's almost over. I get 2 days off. It's not been bad though. I think so far, even though I've worked 6 days straight and this is the 6th day of work, it really hasn't been that bad. Sorry, I have this white cast on my face because I just used my my sunscreen, so that's the reason why I look like a ghost right now. But yeah, pickup is at 9:57. I think it's currently. It's not time yet. That's all I know. Like I said earlier, my first flight is from Orange County, California to Seattle. The sit is not long for these 3 flights. It's about an hour, so I really like that because nobody wants to be, you know, sitting in Seattle or anywhere for 2 hours, especially when it's on go home day, like the last day of work. We don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm glad it's just about an hour, so it gives us enough time to like board, deplane, like, and have like a few minutes in between for rest. So we're down with that. So I'm just trying to test the waters to see if stacking my trips, how I'm gonna feel working that way, because typically I've always given myself at least 2 days off, if not 3 days off after every trip. But I'm trying to see how I can make it work. What I do is that I do meal prep for, so like with this trip, for example, because I knew I would be gone I was going to be home after the first 3 days, but I meal prepped as though I was working continuously 6 days without me coming home at all. So I had my meals prepped for the 6 day trip. So then once I was done with the first 3 and I got back home, all I had to do was to pack up whatever I had prepped for the second set of 3 days. So that's what I did, and that made it more effective because I didn't have to worry about cleaning or meal prepping, because I did all that the days off prior to starting the 6 day stretch of trips. So that helped a lot. And I like to meal prep because it allows me to always have food on hand, because I don't like the airplane food. And you might think you're supposed to get to your layover at a certain time, which is probably early enough for you to grab food. But then from reroutes to cancellations to delays, that might not happen. So that's the reason why I typically prefer to pack my own food, so that I always have food on hand. Even if I don't eat it and I eat something else, I refrigerate it. I have ice packs that keeps it chill, so I can use it later, another flight, or even later on during that day or during that trip. That's why I meal prep, and it's been helping out so far. How are y'all doing? How is the end of the year treating y'all? Let me know in the comment section below.